In this lecture, we're going to talk about data modeling, which is the process of creating a model for the data that we want to store in a database. It involves 4 steps. The first step is to understand and analyze the business requirements. Unfortunately, so many developers skip this step and jump into creating tables in a database. But this step, in my opinion, is the most important step in the data modeling process. Yes, it's a bit slow and takes a bit of time, but the better you understand the business problem you're trying to solve, the better you can come up with a solution, in this case, a database. So before you think about your tables and columns, you need to fully understand the business requirements. You need to talk to the business stakeholders, domain experts, and even end users. Look at the existing forms, documents, applications, spreadsheets, databases, pretty much anything that is relevant to the problem domain you're working on. Once you collect all this information, your next step is to build a conceptual model of the business. And this involves identifying the entities or things or concepts in the business and their relationships with each other. A conceptual model is just a visual representation of these concepts that you use to communicate with the stakeholders so you know you're both on the same page. Once you have a conceptual model, you refine it to come up with a data model or data structure for storing data. This is what we call a logical model. A logical model is an abstract data model that is independent of database technology. It just shows you the tables and columns you need. Next, you refine this logical model to build a physical model for a specific database management system. So a physical model is the implementation of a logical model for a particular database technology. In this model, you should have the exact data types supported by your database technology, the default values for your columns, whether they're nullable or not, the primary keys for your tables, as well as other objects like views, stored procedures, triggers, and so on. So a physical data model is very specific to a database technology like MySQL. So this is the process of data modeling. Now, don't worry if all this sounds a little bit ambiguous. Over the next few lectures, I'm going to walk you through all these steps using a real-world example. Next, we're going to look at conceptual models.